Hello, people. This is Carla from Rayhan's World of Connections, and I am here today with Sadakat Minhas, who's going to tell me what I'm supposed to call him in a few moments. And we're going to be talking about his life, his work, and his passion. Having said that, I want you to know that we are sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which is an online organization promoting peace one conversation at a time. Sadakat, can you please? He's having an internet problem. We will see if he can get back and talk. If he can't, we may need to reschedule this. Meanwhile, how are you guys doing out there in Cyberland? Let's see if Sadakat can get back. I am hoping he can. So, as I do that, as he's working on doing that, I am working on getting this out into the world. How is everyone? And here he is. He is back to be with. Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you here. Hopefully, we'll be able to do this interview. So, Sadakat, can you please, should I be calling, first of all, what do you want me to call you?
You can call me Sadakat Minhas or Sadakat Ali. Ali is simple for that, I believe.
What do people normally call you?
Sadakat. That is my first name.
Okay, Sadakat's your first name. Good. Thanks for telling me that. Now, can you please introduce yourself?
Thanks, Carla, for inviting me tonight here. My name is Sadakat. I belong to Bahawalpur, one desert area in Pakistan. This is South Punjab. I received my high school education from there. Then I completed my 3 years diploma in civil technology. After that, I started my job in Water and Power Development Authority. It was having its wing, we call it Water Wing. Then there was a division, planning and investigation, and there was another subdivision called Water Resources Planning. And we used to work for irrigation department, the provincial department, irrigation. We did investigation in context of land surveying, then the dam location, the feasibility reports. That includes agroeconomic surveys, socioeconomic surveys, and this topographic survey in particular. We built delay action dams. This is good for raising water table, underground water table, for the irrigation purposes. So mainly it was irrigation department. Irrigation, then dams, and this social and economic surveys. I started taking interest in this agriculture. It took me, I have to come a long way. It was a sort of lifelong process. Again, in civil engineering, you have a practice of health, safety, and environment. Safety is first, normally in all the projects. And then there is health. During summer in hostile climates like I was also serving in Middle East, Oman. So you don't have to get dehydrated. So health is concerned, health of the labor, myself and everyone on the project. Last thing is
One moment. I want to just say, if we lose connection again, I want you to try to come back. I don't want to stop the interview if we
okay,
can do it. So keep
okay,
going.
yeah. The last thing was environment. During our construction activities, we have to keep in mind the environment. We don't want to destroy it. So it must not be affected with any of our activities except of this civil engineering. In our everyday life, in daily practice, we have we've got to be considerate with the environment. So all these things they compelled me to think of health and this safety, and then the simple life. Like I spend most of my time uh, in the woods, uh, away from the settlements, the population. So our camping, our projects used to be like military expeditions. We survived in tough conditions. So much so, Carla, the places uh, where the rainwater is collected in the shape of ponds, where all the animals they took water from there, they drank this muddy water, and we used to have it for ourselves as well. So it was a very tough and terrible life. Fortunately, nobody fell sick, fortunately. So some areas were even not jeepable. We used to take these moles, this what we call it, donkeys or camels, sort of things. But things changed gradually, and my interest. I'm a civil engineer, but I'm switching to this agriculture. I'm turning into an agriculturist now. I've been to UK. I noticed it was back in 1964, 1994. I noticed those people they are switching to this traditional medicine, food that heals, all these things. I went to America afterwards. It was 2005. I found some shops they sold uh, organic stuff, chocolate. If it is chocolate, you have it organic or inorganic. So if some pulses they bought it from this Middle East, or sorry, this Asia, Iran or Pakistan, India. So uh, then my ex-spouse, she completed her PhD in neem tree. So I came to know how useful this tree is. We have this catastrophe locust. Locust doesn't eat it, and it's a miraculous tree. So all these things they developed an interest in myself regarding this agriculture. I came to know if the total area of a country is covered with 30 to 35% of forest, that country economically grows. So I took this agriculture and forestry and plantation and bits and chunks from everywhere gradually by the passage of time. So these things pushed me to take an interest in agriculture and this plantation. I have some view. I have some vision for my country, basically, and eventually, I want to see this world minus carbon world, pollution free, with neat and clean environment. Production of energy should be green. We should not destroy our environment any longer. I was in the UK. I noticed something. There was a television report, news regarding this deforestation. They wanted to make some highway, and people, tree lovers, they locked themselves with the chains with trees, and police was grabbing them to get separated from the trees. Eventually, they made the road, but they came to know those roads were not enough. The traffic grew up. So eventually, they realized those environmentalists, they were activists, they were right. So we should take care of our environment. So these are the small and big things happening around. Now we notice this pandemic is sort of a reset button from the nature. We were playing too much with the environment. Now it's getting fixed back again. We notice this ozone layer is getting repaired. Things are getting better. Okay, there are problems, but within the problems, like in Chinese, they say crisis has simultaneous two meanings. Opportunity is also there. So now we have an opportunity to take care of our environment. And I have another interest, micro farming. Again, we have chunks from like this cattle, small animals, this rabbit, duck, and put them together in a smaller scale, miniature sort of we create. I believe the poor people in my country, they should be allotted 1 acre of land on installments, whatever the procedure will be, and they must grow their own. It leads to 1 acre integrated organic farming. So the main thing is organic. This sense it will be uh, sustainable. If we keep on using this harmful or artificial fertilizers that destroys the small thing earthworm, it is a farmer friendly insect. Uh, we destroyed it. This urea and other chemicals, they kill it. When we kill it, we have bad adverse effects on our agriculture, and it cannot be economical. The organic way is economical. We can have more yield, and it is good for the human health as well. It is fit for human consumption. Uh, in simple words, now we are getting back to the nature again. We should. So, in my vision, I want to see Pakistan a minus carbon country. It should be fully organic. We have an example of country Bhutan. First, they converted organic, whole country organic. Then they were having patches of natural forest. They just linked them with the artificial forestry. It gave a very good impact. The ecosystem was balanced again, and now their country, eventually their country is minus carbon country.
Are you using notes
So
or are you just speaking? I'm just curious.
I'm just I'm just speaking.
Oh, okay.
You want me to have notes? Next time I
No,
will
no,
provide you
no,
the
no.
notes.
I wanted you just speaking, and for a moment I thought you were speaking for so long and you were so concerned about speaking in English. I was wondering if you were doing it on your own or if you had notes. You're doing beautifully. Keep going.
No,
You're doing a great,
thank you.
great
I'm not
job.
good at English anyway.
You were so
It's your
nervous.
encouragement. I'm trying to.
You're doing a
Thanks,
great
Carla.
job. Keep going. But I do have a question.
Yes,
What age were you when you decided that you wanted to go into organic farming?
it's hard to remember. I I feel I'm a born naturalist or this herbal. I love it because in India and Pakistan, naturally we people are herbalist by nature. My mom fed us a very good food, but that time I used to have arguments with her. Why have you put these spices in my food? I really used to hate it. But when I grew up, I came to know the benefits of these spices that heal, the food that heal. They say uh, take food like your medicine, but unfortunately, normal people take medicine like their food, so it is something bad. So you can say I started it from a childhood, but unknowingly, subconsciously. And when I was in job at the age of 27, then I started realizing it more. But actually, I believe it is 5 6 years back. I have more concentration on this herbology, botany, and agriculture and this forestry. Uh, I have examples of Israel, China, Qatar. I was in Qatar. They are also trying to green their deserts. They are using this solar energy. Uh, it is arid zone, somewhere semi and somewhere it is full arid, and it is hard for them even. The government have good policies. They provide seeds, seedling, and agriculture equipments uh, on subsidized price or free. So this is a good initiative, incentives they are going to give to the inhabitants of Qatar. So why should not be it in Pakistan? Policy should be there. We need some changes, some reforms. Uh, uh, Desertification, we call it. Deserts should be brought under cultivation. Fine, there are questions, and each time I question answer people's question, they say, "Okay, we need money. We don't have sources. We need water." And believe me, there are trees. Even they can soak water from the air. We have abundant water in the atmosphere. This is 14.2 billion tons in the air, and it is recharged. It is refilled every 10 days. So it's a big amount, and we can get it from the air for free. Even in the from the thin air, you can extract water. You can harvest this fog, and by using this solar and this refrigerating machine, by the condensation, we can make water, and we can use this drip irrigation system. Okay, again, there is a traditional system. We bury the pitchers in the ground, and it again saves the 20% more saving than this irrigation system. So every question has an answer. Unfortunately, if I start from the A, when I reach the Z, people start asking again about the A. Maybe they forget about. So I have valid answers, and also the working examples of countries like China, Qatar, and Israel. China, they are cultivation their deserts in thousands of acres. So it's happening there. If somebody or some country can do it, they have another goal. They want to uh, bring the 50% of their country's area uh, under this forestation. And I have a target 30 to 35. Unfortunately, my country is covering forests are covering my country's only 5% of the whole total area. This is nothing. Forests, they also uh, amid changes in the climate. There is rainfall rate high. We have wood. We can support our economy in this sense also. If somebody have 100 acres land and he grew this forest on it, it is a rotation. There is optimal time and age. We have to cut it. We cut 1 acre and we circulate it. You come to the 100th acre again, it will be grown up by that time. So we don't have any decrease in the number of trees. Trees are always there. Rather, start making money. It becomes a source of income to generate from it. So this is my planning. Bring the deserts under cultivation. I came across the tree called acacia, acacia or acacia. It is sort of thorny tree with very small leaves. It is actually drought tolerant and drought resistant. It can survive with no water. I saw it in the mountain area, some deserts. Even the people don't reach there. We have to go to the project sites, and I didn't see anybody watering it physically. I don't know. It takes this precipitation, this dewdrops, or maybe some mechanism from the leaves, from the air, they can catch water. So we can bring the seeds from there. People are talking of bringing trees from Australia as well. So there are drought tolerant trees. We can cover our deserts with those trees. So things are practicable, doable. I'm
Are
very
you
hopeful.
are
Uh,
you saying that we can change the climate of a desert by planting trees?
Surely I do. Because we have four different deserts in our provinces, three provinces. Our Sindh province has Thar Desert. It is great Thar Desert. The major part of it is in India. We have smaller one in Sindh, our province Sindh. Then there is another desert called Cholistan, where I belong to. It is Bahawalpur, and it's big one. Then there is Balochistan. It is having Haran Desert.
Yeah.
Then again another desert in Punjab. It is named Thal. So even if we cover all those deserts, I think we'll be achieving. It can take us near to the goal. Again, there is lots of area lying barren without any cultivation. So it could be brought under cultivation. Mr. Rehan Alawala, he has floated an idea. This land should be in small agricultural land parcels in the shape of. It should be given to the people who are living in the slums in a very congested population like Karachi or somewhere else. So big cities in Pakistan having bigger problems. So why not make small communes so that things are in control, environment will be clean, and they will be producing their food, organic food, and more area of Pakistan shall be brought under cultivation. So things are brilliant. It is organic farming, micro farming. farming I focus on. So it is not having any big cash crops like sugarcane, cotton, wheat, rice. So it is a miniature farming having this rabbits, ducks, hens, some goats, and a cow. Even a single cow helps. With the cow dung, we make biogas. We put it in a digester, and the waste is a natural fertilizer. Okay, it can be more refined. It is given to the earthworms. They turn it into black gold, was the best natural fertilizer. So it was mentioned in Bollywood superstar Amir Khan's show. He's good at, he's good at, and he's a social reformer as well. I also watched Mr. Rajiv Dixit's video. It is like a Bible of organic farming. I also watched a video, award-winning video. It is from California. There is a Jarvis family. He started organic farming. It is home studying, bringing village to the home. So uh, he never knew he's going to make some money out of it. Years back, they were making little money, but now it is $75,000 a year, sort of, if I'm not wrong, or maybe my knowledge is not updated. Uh, After having fed by their own grown food, they have more than 450 organic fruit and vegetables. Some, as I mentioned, some rabbits, ducks, and they are making good money. They sell it out, the fruit and vegetables, in thousands of pounds a year in weight. And the restaurants around the area, they proudly serve organic food. So there is a setup in those countries. In my country, it will take some time to make people aware about this organic and healthy food that heals. So you might have noticed by now that things are the chunks and bits, jigsaw like jigsaw puzzles. I'm having bits here and bit there. So it is affecting to our climate eventually. There is neem tree I mentioned before. Uh, it has 2 to 5 degrees temperature fall when you get closer to it. If the neem trees are all around, this directly affects on the temperature, the climate,
You know,
environment. Neem tree. Let me explain one thing. Neem tree produces oxygen even the night time. So 24 hours it produces oxygen, unlike other trees. Now, what's your question?
I put up, Tracy Hansen wrote that big cities are caused by the lack of understanding education and sustainability in the villages, so they have nowhere to go. Strengthen the communities and you will make a shift back to the land. Do you agree with this? That the big cities need to become more aware of the needs of the land, and that there is a need to have trees, there is a need to have grass in the cities. What do you think about that? And we need to educate our kids to understand that also. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, yeah, surely. Actually, we have to make some changes right from the grassroots level. In my Pakistan, in Urdu interviews, I mention it again and again. And this must be taught rather uh, a practical education given to the kids in the school. Uh, they must be given some awareness. Rather, they should be fond of this gardening. It is called kitchen gardening. This runs your family. You can live on kitchen gardening. It is small, it is vertical, it is square foot gardening. I mean to say, it's manageable, it's easy, and it's profitable. It can save money. So it should be in schools. Uh,
How can
Secondly,
I teach it in
it
school?
is urban. Sorry.
Should the schools have gardens and teach the kids how to garden, or should it be just in books?
No, no,
Should
no. It
it
should
just be
be practical gardening. Books, this theoretical bookish knowledge don't suffice. Uh, it should be practical. They need to take
so?
keen interest in gardening.
So how can I agree with you? How are we going to get this in the schools? Have Are you connected with a school where you can get one school started on this yet?
I can
We've been
remember.
talking about this for ages, but we need to find a school to begin the project. Do you have a school?
mm, Not really, not yet. We
Oh,
can think of. We can start working on it. There is one medical college in Bahawalpur, my city, and his principal gave a very good idea. He said student must plant the trees in the vicinity in the premises of college, and they should take care of it. And again, there should be a sense of ownership. They come and look after it even after their studies, and they can. Uh, he also mentioned that they can sell its fruit. They can have benefit from it. So it is all about developing interest. Similarly, in school levels, we should develop interest in the kids, and they feel it fun making this nursery. Very good thing is they say if you have a nursery and a library, you have everything you want in life. So to me, agriculture is the best culture. It is. It is for everyone. So it's a hobby. Uh, it's a job. It's a passion. Everything. So I like it. I want everyone naturalist, herbalist, and a gardener, particularly kitchen gardener, and it must be organic. Don't miss it.
do you have a kitchen garden?
Yes, a small one.
And what
Last time
vegetables,
it was garlic and onions.
what do you grow in your kitchen?
I couldn't catch you, Carla.
What do you
I
grow?
grew it by myself. I meant, where did I grow?
What do you grow in your kitchen garden?
I mentioned it was onions and garlic and this mint.
And how long
I
have
just started. Sorry, how?
go on? You were saying something.
Yes, then I brought two uh, pots of this rose plants. And actually, you encouraged me to have, and you start with it. I collected lots of theoretical knowledge from everywhere. I went to the farmers, they gave me ideas, but I was not supplementing my theoretical knowledge with the field experience. So, by your advice, I, I have started it in my home now. It's a good practice anyway. I like it. Thank you, Carla.
Now, have you begun to grow any veggies yet, or are you waiting on doing that?
I'm preparing and collecting this plastic pots. I have also managed to get this manure, this natural fertilizer, and some uh, soil from the farm. So it will take some time. It's Ramadan and some other activities like taking interviews. So hopefully, I will be fully in practice
Well,
with gardening.
the interviews shouldn't interfere because your gardening is during the day and you can make the interviews at night.
Yes, and it's just lamb excuse anyway. I beg your pardon.
You're
I'm a
welcome.
little lazy.
You can't just decide, oh, doing interviews all day long. You can take time in the morning when you wake up and plant some things, water them, and that's your garden. You don't need to wait for anything to change. Tracy just wrote, it's been a pleasure
Right.
to listen to Sadat. Yes, you have the learning environments. I'd be glad to share. Now I must go. It has been an honor. Remember, you were nervous about coming and talking to me live? And here someone is
Yes, I
saying,
was.
it's been an honor to listen to you. Someone else said the same
Really
thing. Yeah. Did you?
good.
Let me,
Yeah.
I'm going to post what Tracy wrote. It has been a pleasure to listen to Sadakat. Yes, you have the learning environments. I'd be glad to share. Now I must go. It's been an honor. See, you don't realize the impact you have. Someone else wrote. I'm trying to find it now.
Great.
Someone else wrote,
It's a big encouragement.
very important, informative program.
Abbas Kamber.
Yeah.
Abbas Kamber.
He also wrote, Mr.
Thank.
Sadat Minhas, maximum respect for your beautiful soul. You are the one who's
Thank you.
thinking, you don't believe in yourself. And you're the one who is keeping yourself from doing what you want to do. It's not anyone
Yes.
else.
Yes. Agree.
So,
I fully agree with you.
thank you, Carla, Madam, for appreciating such a wonderful person, Madakat Sinhas. You need to get off that high wire and realize that you are doing your job and you're doing it well and people are respecting it. You're the only one
Thanks to everyone.
does that.
Sorry, Carla, I couldn't catch you.
See what I'm saying to you? You need to work at it. You need to give it all you got. The more you get, the more people will be in touch with you.
Right. Thank you, Carla.
How do you feel now about your work?
I feel more comfortable.
Right.
I'm glad.
Who was?
Because I have seen these comments and your encouragement. So, see, what I'm telling is, it is having some weight behind. It's all truth.
Right.
So,
but you are the one, and I want to bring this out to you. You are the one who is putting yourself down and saying, I cannot. People are supporting you. I'm supporting this work. But you're saying I can't do it. You need to stop saying that.
Actually, I met lots of criticism, rather negative criticism. Criticism is good. Even the negative criticism is good for
Right.
you. You grow. Uh, in the beginning, I was discouraged. They said you should not take care of this crap, uh,
Were you discouraged?
criticism, rejection, adversity.
Were you discouraged
Sorry,
because
Carla.
of your work, or were you discouraged because of what other people were saying to you?
Uh, Actually, they say it's a daydreaming. It cannot happen. It's uh,
So
it's
why
not practical, impracticable.
why do you listen to them? Why do you waste your
Yes, you are right.
time listening to that? I told you that
Exactly.
on the phone call. Don't waste
Hmm.
your time with that. You do what you make your dream come true. You're the only one who can do it.
Right. Right.
You're
I had to
the
say I had to say a lot more. Maybe in next section, next session with you.
I don't know
You
when
will give me a
that'll
chance again.
be, but we may be able to do it. But you have to
Okay.
also do the work. I can't do the work for you. No one can do it.
Right.
If you really want this to happen, I need to see you see that you planted some veggies. That you're doing it,
Right.
just talking.
Right. I
So
have to express my ideas, convey it to the people, and I believe I will be having a team eventually.
well, you can't
The day
make
comes.
you need to do it. And if you show me you're doing it, then I will talk to you again. But if I come back and I see you're doing nothing has happened, there's no reason for me to talk to you because you're saying your old words and you're not doing the work. You need to do the work
Right.
also.
I
But
have talked to one of my friend, and he's offering me a free land. I mean to say, with no, he won't charge me anything. I can start on his land. So it would be an example. It leads to WWOOF, Worldwide Opportunity on Organic Farm.
right,
So we make exchange of farmers, the gardeners, uh, you know, people travel for free, they stay there, and like if I have a 1 acre organic farming garden, I will offer you to come and stay. I won't pay you anything, but I will provide you accommodation